Well, folks, here we go with tonight's scores on the doors. Monday, is it the 20th or 21st? It's the 20th. Right, it's an early one tonight. It's getting darkish now outside, but it's early because there's no late racing tonight. Great. I can relax after I've done this and I'm finished for the day. And I've only got two people definitely in front today. One of them is old Mr. Harris there. He gave 2 at 11 to 4 winner. He's in front. And the other one is our old friend who's been in front more days than he's not this last week and a half since I've come back doing this. Old Mickey D. Started with an unplaced, but then he banged in a 9 to 4 winner, a 14 to 1 place, and a 100 to 30 winner. They're all based on SP. I know most of them were better priced than that, but still, cracking result. 9 to 4 winner, 100 to 30 winner, 14 to 1 place. Out of 4 horses, you can't argue with that. Now, what I will say is the Racing Enthusiast had a 7 to 1 winner, started very well. Unluckily got nothing with it, but it's a nice winner there. And I know the new boy, old Snapback, he's had a 3 to 1 winner, a 5 to 1 winner, a 5 to 2 winner, a 3 to 1 winner, and a 9 to 1 place. But I think, like the Racing Enthusiast, I don't think he's quite in front because of the various multiples he put on. He put an each-way Trixie on, he put a Win Trixie on, he put an each-way Canadian on, he had other each-way bets. 2 of them I can't find. He picked 2 of the 245. I can't find a 245. The horses have come nowhere, so I'm assuming they've run in another race and just not placed. I'm guessing. I don't think there was a meeting abandoned here, but maybe there was and I've missed it. I don't think there was. I don't know. So the only definites in front are Mr. Harris and Mickey D. Snapback could be, but I'm not sure. I've not had a chance to go through absolutely everything and look at his staking plan. I think he's probably just lost, although there's some wins in there. I might be wrong. What else will I say? Yeah, I've had somebody jump on board earlier, said someone's told him about myself and the vest and whatever else. Let me just say something to you all about the vest. If you follow what I do as well, even if it's only to look in, please make sure that you hit the notifications, because if you don't, you'll never know when I put a video out. And again, for all those that don't know, and I'm sure most of you do, but there are the odd new folk that's come to the channel the last week or so, I only tend to put tips out on a Saturday or a big racing day or a big meeting. So if you don't hit the notifications, you won't know when they come out. And sometimes for a Saturday, I'll put the video out at midnight, the night before. Sometimes it's only 20 minutes, half an hour before the first race, because I'm always up to here. And the earlier they start in the day, the harder it is for me to get it out in time. So if you hit the notification, it will tell you on your phone or your laptop when that video has been released, and then at least you won't miss any. In case there's any winners on there. There's not often winners with me, but when there are, obviously you'll want to know about it. And there was something else. You're not going to believe this. I have bet horses all my life, and this isn't me to tell you how much I'm up with the old vest. We now know he's me, really. I mean, I put something up yesterday saying I'm 500 points up, and I thought, am I? I'm sure I am, but am I? I'm working everything to a pound or pound a point. You could work to a 5 or a 10 or 40 quid or something. You could do it to anything. But I'm thinking, like yesterday, I think I put 18 points on and I got loads and loads and loads back. Do I just deduct the 18 points from the loads and loads and loads and add that to what I'm already up? That's what I did, and I thought, I'm sure I'm right, but I'm 500 points up, it's loads, is that definitely right? And then I thought, well, if I'm putting £18 on, is that 18 points? And I thought, well, no, the stake is a point, but overall I had 9 each way double, so it's 18 points. Do I just subtract? I thought, I'm sure I do. I know I do. But after all I've done against the paid boys in the past and the investigations that's gone on by Pegasus and so on and so forth, I thought, I don't want to be leading folk up the garden path here. I've actually messaged Pegasus earlier today and said, Dave, that's his name by the way, Dave. I said, Dave, am I right or am I wrong here? If I put, say, 4 horses on, 2 in each race, is that 8 each way? With cross doubles at 8 bets. If I do them to a pound and put 8 quid on, and I get 30 quid back, I've obviously made 22 quid, I know that. But do I class that as 22 quid or 22 points up? I thought it was, and he messaged back, of course you do. I thought that. But I'm putting figures up there, and they don't seem right, and I don't want people saying, you're making that up, you're lying, that's not what you're actually up, or you don't know what you're doing. I obviously didn't know what I was doing, because I've had to ask him. Well, I didn't know what I was doing, because I've got it right, but I've had to ask him. So anyway, that's where we are. We are points and points up. This one isn't about me tonight, it's about the other scores on the doors. But just to let you know what, that's how weird it was, because I really thought, am I doing right here? Am I putting it up right? I don't want somebody in a few weeks' time saying, Grumps, that's not what you're up, that's not the way to do it, that's not the way to calculate. Anyway, luckily I'm doing it right. So as I say, if you're following the vest, just have your notifications on, then you'll know when the video's going to come out. Because I have so much more to do on here and in life. I often get them out late, often not long before the first race, whereas everyone else gets them out the night before or 10 a.m. in the morning. I can't always work to that. I try to, but more often than not, I don't get them out that early. Okay, folks, see you later. Good day for Mickey today. Let's hope for good days for 2 or 3 people tomorrow. You never know.